All right. Hey, everybody. I am glad to be back with you. I missed you guys last week on our team training, but as you know, we have a team of rock stars, so was able to feel comfortable and confident that Julie and Susan did a great job sharing with you last week about organization and all the latest documents that we have. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. It will infuse with. And if at any point you have a question or you want me to stop or whatever, just raise your hand and we'll unmute. I mean, the purpose of this training is to make it really valuable for you guys and informative, especially with what current events are going on. So I do definitely want to make it interactive, but I just do the muting just to avoid any distractions, any noise in the background. So I have somebody with me today. A lot of you guys know my husband, Larry. He has been involved with me since the very beginning, 6 years ago, with the business, always usually in the back, in the backside, and has always been a great support for me and really my idea man. And just recently has really gotten involved coaching clients as well and taken a real active role in the business. So I think you guys are going to really love what he has to share along the way too, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
He was like, tell me what to say.
It's like this the whole time.
All right, so two things we're going to cover tonight are related to growing your business. And most of us who became health coaches did so to grow our businesses. But actually, I'm going to stop for a second. I want to introduce you to Leanne Roberts, who joined our team. You guys are going to be noticing we've had lots of people added to our team. So Meg, do you want to take a second and introduce Leanne?
Yeah. So I'm excited to introduce Leanne to our team. She, from the very beginning, I think the first call we had, she was interested in coaching, which is so rare and awesome at the same time. So she just is excited to start coaching. She has her first client, and I'm excited for her. She is having great results in the program and just rocking out, and she sees the potential of what coaching can do. So I'm excited for her.
Awesome. Leanne, you want to say hey and just kind of tell us what brought you to our program, what do you like about it, and what attracted you to coaching so quickly?
Well, I saw Meg. Like I said before, we met each other 3 years ago at Bible study. And so we became Facebook friends and we keep up with our families through Facebook. And she did her 10-week, 30-pound weight loss picture side by side. So I reached out to her. I'm like, Meg, tell me you didn't do Beachbody. What did you do? And when she told me, I was just really intrigued. So we got on the phone and she told me about it. And I had done network marketing before. So I was like, well, I know that if they've got individuals doing it, there's also incentive behind doing the plan. And you did so well. And when she told me about it, I'm like, well, I'm going to do awesome too. So we talked about it a little bit, and then I guess a week later I lost. Well, my first week I lost 8.5 pounds. So I was like, sign me up. What do I do? And then my mom wanted to do it, and I think my mother-in-law is going to do it. So it's just exciting to find a health plan that you're maintaining or you're increasing your energy level, and that's what I loved about it, because I know Meg's a busy mom, and I've got my twins turned 5 on Sunday. So just thanks. I survived.
Yeah.
But just getting other people healthy and getting them there the right way. So that's
well, thank you. And welcome again. Super excited that you're with us. And I think it's just such a great reminder and really just demonstrates how much that we offer, of what we offer to people and why we need to continuously share all aspects of our offering, the coaching aspect, the health program, because, that's why we're all here, right? That's why we're on this call, because somebody shared with us, we saw the potential for our physical health, our financial health, whatever it is we might be looking for. So great example. And then, Leanne, you do the same, right? Just the ripple effect. And that's how we get more people healthy. So speaking of which, one thing that we're really excited about, some of you guys were a part of this in June, and some are newer coaches. So we wanted to just take time to go through again what we're going to be doing. And we're calling it a Back to Basics September Focus Group. And this is really a marketing tool. It's really business as usual from our standpoint with clients. But what we do with this is it's just really in the way that we're marketing our services and our program, that when we call it a focus group with a specific start date and end date, it really drives a sense of urgency. So a lot of people who might be on the fence would be, very often that's very what prompts them to move forward. And so we'll talk about it in more detail, but I thought, Julie, are you at a point that you can chat with us a little bit about the focus group and your experience?
Yeah. Sorry, I just finished this workout, so y'all bear with me. Yes, I got to do it with our team in June, and I'll be honest with y'all, I was skeptical because I see them on Facebook all the time with different other ecologies or Advocare, all different programs, and I thought, I don't want to do this. I don't I don't want to be one of those same things. So that was my thought going into it. And so I kind of was hesitant to post on Facebook, and I ended up having an unreal response. I went back and looked at the post from May that we did. It was a week before, I think, the kickoff. And I think I had 33 comments on it. And I was like, oh, there's definitely an interest. So it kind of quickly, I thought to myself, okay, why am I afraid of this? Once again, what am I afraid of? So it ended up being great. I think I had 6 clients that started in June. And then I had another one that started the end of June, and then another one that started in July. So she didn't even do the June group. She just was starting because she was out of town. She started in July, and she's still on program. They all did incredible. So it was, and they're still all, except for one, I think, had an allergy, but everybody else has been done an awesome and still on the program. So it was a great tool to help people and bring aboard new clients.
Awesome. Why is it now that we decided, we kind of thought, well, let's do this. We had done one a year ago in August, and we had tremendous success with it. So then we did another one in June. So we decided on quarterly. And Julie, let's just talk about this time of year and why we think that this can be an effective time to reach out to people.
Yeah, I keep hearing it, and because I'm a fitness instructor too, I see it in classes and I see it in attendance. People have all been checked out. A lot of people, you probably have seen it with your clients. Some of them may have checked out. You're not able to stay in touch with them as regularly. But this time of year, when kids are going back to school, I think parents are thinking, okay, it's time for me to get back into a routine. You may be relating to that yourself. So it's definitely a good time to follow up with your clients or new people or candidates, because people have it in the back of their mind. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like a Christmas. Like, it's like New Year's. Like, this July has been December. You know what I mean? Now comes January. That's kind of, to me, September. So you can kind of relate it to the New Year's perspective, just maybe not quite as much tension for people, but there's still a good tension and people are ready to do something.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. The in our world, in the fitness industry and the health industry, there tends to be trends on peak times that people are looking to improve their health. And August, September, and October are actually the biggest months for Optavia in health coaching. And even if people don't have schools or children in school, it's just a time, summer's over and it's before the holidays. So there's just this nice stretch of time that people are really thinking about regrouping. So we want to capitalize on that. And things like the focus group, every time we reach out to people, just remember, it's just a drip. It's just a layering technique of the very ways that we communicate to people. But very often we might share with somebody, or they might see on social media that you're health coaching, but it kind of goes to the back of their mind. So anytime we have an opportunity to reach back out, touch them again, like Julie said, they may or may not even participate in the exact focus group, but it just generates that interest again, prompts that communication that it can lead to clients after that. So I am going to be posting all of this information, pretty much an overview of what I'm going to share. I'll post it right after our meeting. So you'll have that document and you can print it, kind of outlining the time frame. But the focus group is open. I mean, it's really designed to be a client acquisition tool, really to help us acquire new clients. But just like Julie said, for those of us that have been coaching for a while, we have people that slip through the cracks, right? They might be inactive on the program. They might have reached their goal, been on maintenance, and maybe they need to just tweak things up, maybe get back in gear if they've let their habits slip. they might be on program, but because of vacations gotten off track. So it can be a great opportunity for them to get back on track. And so we allow anybody to participate in this. But then also it can be a way for us to reach back out to our clients and talk about referrals. And I'll let Larry share on that in just a minute. But basically our focus group, it's going to run for 4 weeks with a start date. Because of the system that we use, it needs to start on a Monday. So it's going to start on Monday, September 4th. And that is the Monday of Labor Day, but probably won't be a big deal. And if somebody says, oh, I'm out of town, you say, no big deal. You can just start on Tuesday when you get back. Okay, so we can definitely work our way around that. But it's designed in the way we talk about it to people is that this is a short-term focus group. We really want to see what happens when we put a team of motivated individuals working in conjunction with each other who go all in on our program. You know, the 5-in-1, if the 5-in-1 is appropriate for them or whatever version of the program is appropriate. But if they go all in and they work with their individual health coach, we're going to have group coaching available through our Facebook group, Eat, Live, and Be Optivia, the Habits of Health calls, and the education. And we last time we did this in June, we set a goal that we wanted 30 people in the focus group. And we had over 50. And not, like Julie said, not everybody saw it completely through, but for those that did, the average weight loss was between 9 and 11 pounds. So we market it for people that we say, for anybody who wants to lose 10 pounds, you know, in the month of September, because we can feel confident that that's what they'll get. So we've raised the bar. You know, anytime we meet or exceed a goal, you got to raise the bar. So what we're going to do is be marketing this as our team is offering a focus group, and that we're looking for 50 people as a team. And of course we're going to take more, and I'm confident we're going to get more than 50, but that's the way we're going to market it. So the goal is for this is that we will have some social media posts for you. We will have emails that you can send, and can give you the schedule on those. And those start as early as, actually we start with a teaser post tonight or tomorrow morning. And then we'll actually start marketing as of Monday, the 21st. And so that means you have all of next week and up until the 31st that we really want to be marketing this and communicating and sharing about it, because we want those orders in, right, by August 31st for 2 reasons. That's how we know they're going to get their materials, hopefully for the 9/4 start date, but also it can help us to finish strong in the month of August. I know we're going to talk about the incentive trip, and a lot of us have some big goals. So it's just designed to help with that. So starting on, actually right after we hang up or on this call, I'll be posting the procedures, when you can be looking for the emails and the Facebook posts. But basically the way it'll look is I will be driving this in terms of I'll be putting up the post on Monday morning. So we want to make sure that we're all Facebook friends so you can see that post. And then you guys are going to be just basically copying and pasting and sharing that same post and the image. What we don't want to do is share the post. You actually want to, you know, download it, upload that photo, make it look authentic for you. And with that, that should start to generate conversations, just like we do for anything else. People in the comments that ask for information, those we definitely want to be reaching out directly to in private message, and of course taking them to the phone to share details about that. Any questions so far on what I've gone over? We're good?
I think it's just really important to reiterate, don't share.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't look legit, and it also will not go to as broad of an audience.
Because the reality, yeah, exactly. That's a really good point. Because a lot of times when we share, it only goes to mutual friends. It just depends on what your settings are. And we do want it to look authentic. And even though we're saying our team, we don't want to look like it's canned or anything. But the more important thing is that if you share it, and let's say somebody likes it, and then a friend of theirs sees that they like it, we want to know that we want them to know that you're the point of contact, right? Like if they want to, you know, be a part of this or find out more info, that they'll go to you. If Julie shared my post, somebody could be confused and actually contact me, and I may or may not, you know who they are. Now, the only thing that's going to be a little bit different on this is, because of the automated system that I'm using to drive this focus group, it actually has a registration link that is going to be associated with me. You guys will not have a registration link. You guys will just be telling people to contact you directly. But what I do want you to do is, and I can post that link in our Facebook group, our Team Fortune group, is I do want you to go ahead and register for it. Go ahead and register and get on the list, because that will ensure that you get the emails directly that you can then copy and paste to your contact list. So there's basically, you can share it as much as you want, but there will be a minimum of 4 Facebook posts. There's like one on Monday, one on Friday, one on the following Monday, one on the 31st. And then there's 2 emails that go out. And then for people that register, there's 2 reminder emails that go out right before it begins. If they want to do the focus group, it's the same business as usual. You order them the essentials kit, you get the Habits of Health books. What will happen is that they will go on program, they will lose the 8 to 10 pounds or whatever, they will love it, and they'll continue. You know, so we market it like, hey, we just want you to see what happens for a month, but the reality is that they will continue. So you're going to market on social media. That's only one tool, right? That's a layering tool. You'll email to your contacts, but most importantly, this is the perfect opportunity to reach out directly to people. Okay, so to call people, to text them, however your normal communication is with individuals, and just say, hey, I want to share with you about this. Maybe you've shared with them before and they weren't ready, but that direct invitation is going to be what's going to drive your results. So Larry, you want to talk a little bit about like referrals? We had talked about an idea how you could reach out to current clients and encourage referrals.
Sure. First of all, I just want to make a statement. I'm a little worried about talking to you guys tonight. Not because I'm nervous about talking to you, but because the last 2 days, she was actually green. Okay, so I'm afraid I'm going to make sure maybe I go take a shower after this, but she was green the last 2 days. You should have seen her. It wasn't pleasant. But anyway, so moving on, as far as referrals go, you know, we know that referrals are powerful. And the important thing is to make sure that we're getting we're reaching our clients, we're reaching people that we know are good referrals for our business. So the one important thing to do is, a lot of times folks do not know how to give you a referral, right? Just like at times when you early on in coaching, right, you kind of like, I don't want to offend anybody to say, hey, maybe you want this program, you know, there's a way to do it. And what I find is that clients don't know how to give those referrals. They're afraid. So what I'm suggesting is, you guys know how to talk to people and you know how to refer, and all in your own style, the way you do it. You make it non-threatening so people can contact you. What I'm suggesting is, what you do is go out and provide the referral language to your existing referrals. Okay, so for example, you'll have a successful client that's been on the program and say, hey, do you mind if I sent you kind of an email or text language that you can then push out to people that you think may, you know, need the program or may have an opportunity here. These are people that they care about. These are family members or whatever, but you're giving them the language that's in a non-threatening way. So you're basically doing the referral for them. You're making it easy for them. You're providing the template that they can then push out to their potential referrals for you. So again, I would encourage you to do that. And again, these are folks that, again, they may say, oh yeah, I'll give you a referral, but honestly, they're nervous. They don't know how to do it. But if you do it for them and just ask them to fill in the name, basically, of the person they're thinking of, they can push it out via email or text. So I just wanted to share that idea this week as far as referrals. And again, those folks that you haven't talked to in a while, go back to them, check in how they're doing, and say, listen, if you're still feeling good and everything, I'd love your business. I'd love to impact and get into your network. So again, there's nothing wrong in doing that. And again, it may be an opportunity to reconnect with some clients that have been on your program in the past and again had that success. So am I moving on to the next topic?
Yeah. Yep. Any questions on any of that related to the focus group? Yeah, Meg, go ahead. You want to unmute yourself?
Yeah. Will y'all give us that language? Like, is there a language that you typically use that you'll send out?
Yeah, we can draft something.
Yeah, we can give you something, or you can do something whatever's in your style. So we'll draft something. Feel free to modify it to fit your style, and then go from there. You know, again, everybody's got a little something different, so we don't want to mandate it, but we can give it as an outline, and then feel free to modify as you see fit. So we'll do it.
Thank you.
No
And
problem.
we do have like we do have a generic referral letter that we can send to people that basically tells people how to talk about the program, like not to say I eat 6 fuelings a day, but like I found a great program and, I feel great and whatever, want to talk to my health coach. But especially things like this, it's a great opportunity with our existing clients to say, you're rocking this program. What do you think about inviting to people that, would want to do this focus group, and so it's a great way to reach. So, okay. Yeah. Good question on that. I'll post the generic referral letter and maybe some suggested verbiage for the focus group.
I was going to add too, I think Beth posted the letter the other day asking if there was a Word document.
Oh, okay.
I think she posted it in our group, our coach group. The thing that somebody else had done, I think I mentioned it to you, Dee. I've seen it work the best if you tell people to put you in a group text. That was somebody else's idea, but it's worked a lot better for me and actually being able to connect to people when they just put us in a group text. So like this morning, one of my clients said, oh, my stepmom's interested. Can you email her? And I said, what do you think about just putting us in a group text? And that was an easy way to hand it off. So you can always suggest that to your clients too.
Yeah, that really is the simplest, because then you can just connect the two and then they can take it from there, and and then your client can step out of the picture. So
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that idea. Love it. And then really it takes the pressure off our clients trying to explain anything or whatever. So, all right, well, let's move on. The next topic is the incentive trip, Dominican Republic. So this is really exciting, and we'll go over some of the guidelines for it. How do you qualify? What are some tips to get rolling for it? But, we have been coaching for several years, and we qualified for the trip 2 years ago. That was out in San Diego at the Hotel Coronado. So I just thought Larry would share a little bit about what that experience was like, and some reasons why we would want to set our goals for going on the next trip.
Sure. Why not? As far as going on trips and stuff like that, we can look at them 2 ways, right? We can look at it like, almost like the lottery. Oh, I'm never going to make it, or something like that. Oh, it's so rare. Or you go with it with passion. I tend to go to extreme, when I like to go for things. And, every day I kind of play hard in my work and working out and just, trying to do the best I can. And, my advice or my challenge to you is go for it. There's no reason not to, because if you make it, that's fantastic. Then we party on, we have a great time, right? If you don't, okay, I'm sure your business has grown as a result of, again, trying to reach for that target, right? So you're still going to win either way. What's going to happen is if you don't try, right, you're not going to win either way, right? Because you're not setting a goal, or you're not setting a focus. So again, my encouragement to you is play hard, go for it, have fun with it though. Again, this business, you want to have fun. You don't want to make your work stressful. You want to make sure that you're having impact and you're getting satisfaction at, again, helping people, because that's what we're about. In my mind, we look at our business as a missional business, okay? We're trying to help people, and guess what? We have fun, and we make money, and we make good money, okay? So again, the key thing is there to try to just stay focused and setting those goals, just like I know Dee has communicated to you numerous times as far as setting your goals, doing your maps, that kind of stuff. It's very important. If you have a job, right? I still have a day job, and I work every day, and what I do is I have to set goals and objectives. I have to meet those goals and objectives, and if I don't, they're not going to want me around anymore. So again, think of it as a business owner that you are, and think, am I going to fire myself? And try to, again, set your goals. And again, I always like to aim high for my goals. In fact, Dee will chuckle, but I'm usually about doing my New Year's resolutions sometime around Thanksgiving, and she gets really annoyed with me. But again, it's about setting those goals. Now, I have to do a shout out, okay? And I don't mean to embarrass anybody, but I'm going to shout out to Susan and Jay, okay? I saw your video on Facebook, and that's what I'm talking about, going big, okay? She had a chicken hat on, okay, in Tampa for the Cleveland Indians. Now, that's bold, okay? That is bold. She made it on, I think it was the Jumbotron or TV there. And kudos to you for going high and aiming high, right? You didn't care about what other people thought. You were passionate about your team. You went for it, and you didn't care what any Tampa Bay, well, first of all, nobody in Tampa Bay can talk anyway about their team. But the bottom line is you went bold for it, okay? And that's what I'm talking about. That's having the passion. And, you know, some of you that know me, I care about people, but I don't care when people try to tear other people down for trying to go after their goals or trying to go after, again, what they want in their heart. So again, that's my kind of motivational talk. I'd love to see everybody there in Dominican Republic. Again, Hotel Del was fantastic. I mean, you know, a once in a lifetime experience. So again, any questions, of course, let us know.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it was funny. I had somebody say to me once, like, I don't know if I want to go on vacation with a bunch of people from, you know, Optavia, but it was incredible. Like, first of all, they treat you like royalty. We felt so weird. It was like this limo pulled up to pick us up, to take us to the airport. I mean, they treated us like first class. There were a couple of scheduled events with, you know, with at that point, Take Shape for Life with the group that you had the option to participate in, but pretty much you were on your own to do what you wanted, you know, with everything paid for, excursions, all sorts of fun stuff. So my recommendation is this, go ahead, if you want to do it, commit to it, mark the dates out on your calendar. It's May 6th through the 10th. It's 4 nights, 5 days, and commit to it. Start thinking about what you would do it for childcare if you needed it. Just figure it out. We'll figure all that. Those are just minor details. The point of the trips, and the reason I'm really excited about this trip is the point of the trip is if you do the actions to earn the points for the trip, you're going to build a solid business because it's client acquisition, which we know we want clients, but it's also about health coaches and developing senior coaches and then having some of them go to executive director. By doing that, you're going to build stability to your business. You're going to be able to create a lot of opportunity for other people to have what you have. And in the end, you can be rewarded for that. And this is not something that, you know, they give to us. I mean, you earn it. So it's super fun. It's like a really good feeling when you can set a goal like that and accomplish it. And one of our presidential directors, Brian Jollinger, always says, and even if you don't make it, you'll make enough money that you could pay for your own vacation. So it's a win, like Larry said.
One of the group activities, by the way, was dancing on the beach. So that was one of the group activities. They had a party on the beach, and you know.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah. But so that would be it. And I'll tell you, here's from our point of view, like we're going, like we've already made the commitment. We will be on this trip. I've got the guidelines right here in front of me so I can see them every day, what's needed. So I recommend you do it, write it down, put it someplace visible. I'm going to show you a couple places where we can look about the qualification points, and I can work with you individually on your month-to-month plan, or your business coach will, on what your month-to-month plan will look like. But I just want to show you where you can find the info. So I'm going to share my screen for a second. Okay, so if you look at your office in motion, okay, so this is your back office. If you click right here, they have a tracker for us, and it actually has on here, you know, how do I earn points? Okay, so basically we do earn points. We get 1 point for every new client, or not even new client, any client that you have with a $300 frontline volume each month during the qualification period. But you cannot earn this trip on clients alone. It does require, you know, building coaches, but then sponsoring coaches that go to senior coach. And then of course, if they go to executive director, there's more points. A couple of things to point out, you yourself do need to be an executive director rank for 3 out of the 7 months of the qualification period. And the qualification period started last month in July, goes all the way until the end of January. So we've got 6 solid months here that we can work on it. Let's say you brought in a health coach this month, you get 10 points. Let's say they go senior coach next month. It doesn't have to be in the same month that you can actually you would earn the 30 points next month. And let's say this same health coach became an executive director in December, you would then earn 50 points for that same person. So there is 90 points right there for one person. And again, it doesn't have to be all in the same month, so it realized that this builds. So some examples they gave on the leadership call this week was there was a health coach. He joined the business in August. They always announce these incentive trips at convention in July. He joined the business in August as a client and a coach. And then in September, his coach mentioned to him, would you like to qualify for this trip? So from September until the end of January, he qualified. And for that particular trip, it was limited to 150 people. This one's not. As many people that qualify get to go, so that's a win in that regard. And then they also had this past year, or it's coming up in September, they had an incentive trip that 10 people got to go to Greece in September. And one of the 10 women who's going with her traveling partner, she joined the business in March. So between March and the end of June, she qualified. She, did all the points to be able to be in the top 10. So I just want you guys to see that this is very, very possible. So we'll go ahead.
If I can add one point on that. So let me just talk about Greece, because we were trying hard for Greece, and in fact we were doing real well. Our numbers were real well, thanks to all you guys too. And we were excited, but we didn't get there. But what we did get is we got recognized for the Ignite, and you guys saw that at conference, right? We got recognized for the Ignite initiatives, and again, we still got great benefit from the fact that, again, we were pushing ourselves to hit that goal. Again, sometimes you make them, sometimes you don't. But the fact is, good came out of pushing ourselves there.
And I know Larry has shared our spreadsheet with you guys. And if you don't have it, we'll be happy to share it again. But the one thing we do with our business is, ranks are one thing, right? Incentive trips are one thing. They're not really just carrots that they dangle out there. They're things, because usually if you achieve that rank or you achieve the incentive trip, it really just represents the growth in your business that you want. But like Larry said, even though we didn't qualify for Greece, we saw significant growth in our business in the past 3 months. So again, it's that win that we have. So I want to show you, I'm going to go back for a second. So anyway, so in your, in this calculator, this reward strip, when you click on it, it will tell you, like, did you qualify as the executive director? And then it will show you what your points are each month. But they've come out with another tool, and I want to show you where that is in the Optavia Answers section. So click on that. And then if we go to Compass to Success, and this is all the business tools to grow our business, and Rewards Trip, all that same information is here. How do I earn points? But then there's a new planner for us, and this is an Excel spreadsheet.
I love Excel.
Yeah, so it's your 2018 rewards planner, and I actually downloaded it. Now, there was a problem that the fields, I couldn't type in them, so I've written to them to find out what it is. But basically, what you do is on a month-by-month basis, you'll write down, like, is your goal to be ED? Yes. Did you earn it? And it will tell you how many points you have. So month by month, we can track our progress. So we might map it out and say, okay, if I had a 6,000 frontline volume all 6 months remaining, and I gained 2 health coaches per month, and they all went senior coach, that would get you on the trip. But maybe one of them didn't go senior coach. So now we need to regroup, right? We need to regroup, come up with a new plan. So I love this tool because we will be able to input and populate it. And so on a month-by-month basis, we'll be able to see where we are, what do we need to do going forward. But again, remember that this is a momentum tool. So one of the women who qualified for Greece, she was saying that she didn't even qualify till the month before. And it was because of all the coaches she had brought on the first few months before. By the time it was qualification period, which was 3 to 6 months later, they were becoming executive directors. So bam, 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 she earned all those extra points. So myself or what your business coach can work with you on the details for that. But I just wanted you to see where that was. All right. Because the one thing Larry and I learned that when we were on the incentive trip, that while it was super fun to be there ourselves, it's a whole lot more fun if we can help other people get there.
Team,
so so we want you there with us if it's something that you want. So questions around that? We're good? All right, who's coming with us? There we go. Yeah, awesome. All right, you guys, we are out of time. Thank you for being on. I will share the information about the focus group, and we can do your individual planning for the incentive trip. So thanks, you guys. You guys are an amazing team. We're proud to be a part of it.
Keep it up.
See ya.